So you mentioned earlier your trip to St Petersburg. We got a clip. Let's have a look at what happened.
Раз, два, дві, поехали!
Right, this is it. Come on, Stig.
Oh, Christ!
Overtakes a bicycle with ease.
Oh, God.
Heading for the wall! I'm in the power slide!
I will not give up.
I should have actually gone to the right. U-turn.
Full thrust!
Serious work.
Some of that's edited out.
You're happy with that one?
No, some of that has actually been edited out.
Richard, I think you had the toughest gig. You're on the bike. It looked terrifying.
Yeah, I wonder why I got stuck with the bike. Let's think. Yeah, it was actually, yes, it was a long way. It didn't go entirely well either, as it turned out, which you'll see on the show.
Do you mean Richard Hammond not entirely well, as in...
But my usual
Right,
performance,
okay.
yeah.
We can
yeah.
guess.
You know what happens to me all the time?
Yeah, that
it
happened there.
again, yeah.
And did I see
Twice.
Stig as well as
Twice.
in this race? Stig's in the race.
Stig's in the race. Stig always does public transport. There's something rather funny, I think, when you see the Stig in a normal environment, like in the middle of a city centre. People's reaction, I like the ones who don't react at all.
Yes.
They're always funny. You can see them, I'm not going to look. It's like when you pull up in a traffic jam in Britain, you're driving a really good car, you know, if we're testing a Ferrari or something. You have those people, normally in BMWs, who can sit like that, I'm not going to look.
Not going to give you the satisfaction.
Well, they can actually, some of them can move their eyes round to where their ears
To
are.
see.
So their head stays like that, to have a look at it.
But you were in a hovercraft, so what
Yeah.
kind of reaction did... If the Stig gets nothing, a guy in a hovercraft...
Oh, my eyes were shut.
Right, OK.
It is extremely difficult, as we proved when we built the hover van, to drive a hovercraft, because they have no brakes. They sit, you're on a cushion of air, so you take your foot off the accelerator, off the power, it carries on going. It just does. And, of course, it just won't steer. And, well, you can see some of the problems I encountered. It's extremely difficult to drive one of those things, and in a crowded city or crowded waterways like that, really difficult. But I still maintain, and I maintained it in London, that every city underuses the waterways that it has. Everybody should have come here tonight on a speedboat.
Yeah, I'm not sure hovercrafts are the answer.
No, I would agree with you on that, but
I
didn't.
didn't see what you were doing because I was busy riding the bicycle. I've only seen it when I've seen the film.
Yeah.
And I'm disappointed because I was pretty sure you were going to die.
It is incredible.
unbelievable.
Because St Petersburg does use, well, I think 500,000 people a year use the waterways to get about, because they call that the
But
Venice.
not in hovercrafts.
Yes, there are a lot of hovercrafts there.
Not like millions of them or anything.
No, we saw, but you see plenty. And hydrofoils and speedboats and water taxis, which is what every major city that has a river in it, which is nearly every major city in the world, should use its waterways more often. I really do believe that.
Now, this was also a race. The last time you did it in London, you had that massive 4x4. Is that where you
Yes.
went for that tiny little car?
Yes, well, yes, because, see, there's a funny difference. On this one, I chose what car I used, and when we did the London one, they chose the car I used, because it was a funny joke giving me that massive Mercedes. So that's a Renault Twizy. It's electric, it's ridiculous. It's got 2 seats. It's supposedly...
2 seats?
Yeah, there's another one behind. I wouldn't get in it, but there is a second one in the back.
Leave it.
Right.
That's...
I like the way that on that the doors are optional extras.
Yeah, the doors. You don't have to have
Yeah,
doors.
I'll have doors. Why not? Let's
Can't
have a
have
windscreen.
windows. Would you like doors? Yes, I would.
Yeah.
But they claim it's sort of the modern equivalent of buying a scooter or a small motorcycle, but it's a car. But it isn't really a car, it's a sort of
£7,000.
quadricycle. £7,000.
£7,000, but then everyone abroad now tonight is going to have to work that out into their own currency,
And
aren't they?
pretend it's
the
something
Americans are
else.
going to have to go, well, that's about $10,000, and about 10,000 euros, and the Swiss. Oh, it's complicated. Just stick with pounds.
Can I not be made to ride a bicycle on television again, please? Because I've just...
Was that
looking
one
at
of the worst
picture-
things you've actually had to do in all your
No,
different
just
challenges?
look ridiculous. I've just seen the picture. I
No,
don't
man,
like it.
middle-aged man
It's
looks good in
pretty
lycra.
undignified.
Well, we were up the Himalayas, basically. Well,
Yeah.
it was bitterly, bitterly cold. The bloke who organised the campsite, who had been provided by the BBC, he gave us a box of matches for the fire, but I think we had to make the fire from the box of matches. That was the actual fire.